Rob.
Tony. And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to The Inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name. And today we'll be continuing on from our Road to Legend. Just kidding, this is not Road to Legend. I said that looking at something, I knew it wasn't Road to Legend, but it just came out anyway. We will continue on with our arena run with our free-to-play account on Mage, or free-to-play Mage account, or Mage. Wow, I am all screwed up in this episode. Anyway, you know what I mean. Free-to-play account, playing Mage, in arena, 6-2, need 1 win to hit 7, make a profit, good things, Jewish. There we go. Let's go. So off the bat, we're hoping we get them sweet dragons to get that sweet Blackwing Corruptor value, and then we'll be good to go. So Rogue, definitely a tough class to beat in arena, especially knowing he's got 7 wins under, or at least 6 wins under his belt. We have two 3-drops, which is nice, so we'll coin into one of those. Whether we keep the Forgotten Torch, I'm not sure. I don't think we do. We actually could. Keeping the Corruptors greedy. The Forgotten Torch, I think, is too greedy as well. But it's so good if you can't do anything about it. How greedy is it to keep all 3 drops? That's too greedy. That's too greedy. 2 3-drops is enough. Now we're hoping for... Ouch. The 2-drop is what we were kind of worried about, because now the 3-drops don't seem as good. Oh my god, another 3-drop. This is hard because if we draw a 2-drop next turn, coining out the Fairy Dragon is right. We do not.
I don't have enough mana.
Pinging on turn 2 is so bad. We're gonna hold on to it just because if we do, we already have 2 3-drops in our hand. That's a guaranteed coin on 2 to 3, and also the following up with the 3-drop. Oh, there's the 2-drop. Oh, why me? All right, so Harvest Golem is the key card here because he played his Death Rattle first, which means when we attack with our Harvest Golem, this is going to go face instead of killing off the 2-1. If we would have played our Harvest Golem first, its Death Rattle would happen before the Huge Toad, which means the Huge Toad would have a chance for that Death Rattle to hit that Harvest Golem and our 2-1 to die. But now it doesn't. But he can use his passive to kill it. But then if he does that, we gain initiative and we can go ahead and Worgen. Okay, so he's not even going to use his passive here, which is really, really good for us. So Worgen and or the Spellslinger, I think the Worgen's a little bit better because next turn, depending on the situation, we can Fairy Dragon Ping or Fairy Dragon Unstable Portal. So pretty good situation we're in here. So if he doesn't play anything at all, we Fairy Dragon Unstable Portal, but of course Unstable Portal first, just in case, you know, something a good 2-drop comes out. Okay, so Apprentice into a Undercity. Wow, that's insane. What are these? What is this? What are those? All right, so our option is Spellslinger. I don't think Unstable Portal is necessary thing. I think Fairy Dragon, Apprentice, and we kill off his Apprentice. Only because we don't want his spells costing a reduced amount. As we know, rogues can get away can move quite far with reduced spells. Even though it's arena. Please don't get the buff. He gets the buff. Oh man. All right, so we're kind of stuck in the situation where we can't cast our 6-drops yet. All right, so should we? I guess it's kind of weird in this situation because both these cards give us stuff. If we Unstable Portal first, we're kind of outing. I think if Spellslinger gives us a damage spell, I think it's better off than Unstable Portal, because the only thing Unstable Portal would give us is maybe a Black Knight, and that would cost 6, and it would cost 3 less, so it actually costs just the amount to kill this. I think the chances of getting a card out of the Spellslinger that we'll play is higher than the chances of playing a card out of Unstable Portal. Dead or alive? Yes, we are exactly right. Perfect. So if we would play the Unstable Portal, then we wouldn't have been able to Dark Bomb. That was a hard choice there, guys. It came down to, like, in my head, it was like between 1% to 2% rough, because I remember doing a video on RNG percentages, and both Spellslinger and Unstable Portal were in that. All right, so we can go ahead and match him with the Crusher. The problem with this, though, is he's going to swing into our 3-4, and then the following turn he's going to be able to kill off 2 creatures. But if we play the Conjure, it forces him to have to deal with the Conjure, and the Conjure generates us a card. So I think the Conjure in this situation is a little bit better, only because we have to hope he doesn't have... Oh, man. Oh, man. It's duplicate value or Pyroblast. I think the duplicate value is a little bit better. And we'll go face. If we would have had a Frostbolt there, that would have been really, really nice for us. Because we know the 6/6 is going to go into the 3/4, and he's going to probably cast a spell on the 6/3. The problem with the Pyroblast is we can't use it right away. Oh, are we kidding me? What's up with this? His Burgles are insane. As long as he doesn't get the Frostbolt. Okay, so his Burgle. Oh, what's up with everybody stealing the greatest cards from us? All right, no Frostbolt, no Frostbolt, no Frostbolt. Betrayal? Betrayal? No, no. This is so bad. All right, Flame Strike. Water Elemental. All right. Water Elemental, duplicate. All right. So we can 2 Water Elementals, 2 more Water Elementals is fine. Water Elemental also contests both creatures on the field, and if he doesn't kill the Water Elemental, we can make this trade here and then play our Crusher and then go ahead, and if he wants to kill, he's gonna have to kill a card eventually, and all the cards in our hand are worth getting 2 of. And next turn we can play 2 Water Elementals and or a Crusher and Unstable. But oh wow, and he saved enough for his passive here. This is bad. This is bad news bears. All right, so we're looking for a Fireball. Flame Strike doesn't exactly do it because it brings this guy down to 2. So I think double Elemental is it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's still going to be enough because it's going to be 8. It's going to be a 6. We're going to have to freeze that. So hopefully, I think he's just going to go face here, right? And then we'll Flame Strike. Oh, fudge. This is so bad. And he makes the trade. How does he know he's supposed to make the trade? Do we even have a polymorph in here? Oh, our flame lance. Flame lance off the top, boys. Flame lance off the top. Swing with your weapon, then re-up. There you go. Don't just re-up. All right. So we're gonna take hefty 8 damage here. All right. Flame lance off the top. Corruptor. There's still no good answer to this 8/8, guys, and it's going to turn into a 10/10 where, oh, man, we almost have to Unstable Portal and hope for the best. Let's see what we get. That does help. We're going to have to kill this, ping it, and hopefully he doesn't have lethal next turn. We shouldn't deserve to go out like this. Not to that, man. Our hand is so good. All right, so he needs, if he passes, it's 10 up to 11. He needs to do 3 extra damage with 7 cards as a rogue. There's that. Fudge, guys, we're out. Oh, man. 6 and 3 with the 12-win rogue deck. God damn. It's pretty bullshit if you ask me. That Burgle was unstoppable. That Burgle is why he won. He conjured and he was able to Sorcerer's Apprentice. Not that the Sorcerer's Apprentice did a lot, but it made us make the trade early on that we probably we wouldn't have had to do if he would have picked up like a shitty spell. And then the Conjure pulled out the Betrayal, which killed our 6/3, and the whole point to have that 6/3 out was to contest the 6/6. So I guess playing our 6/6 was the best move there, but we wouldn't have known that because who would have guessed he would have got that card out of Betrayal. Oh, no, the 12-win. Fuck, I need to save the deck. All right, we got some of the deck. All right. Hold on, guys. I think it's too late now. At least I took 1 picture of the deck. No, we already have this deck saved because we already made a video on it. Okay, that's fine. I was freaking out for no reason. We got 75, 55 in a pack, which means, I mean, it still costs 150 gold to enter in Arena, which means, you know, we didn't really make a profit. 7 is where you make a profit, so Ripperonis and Chatteronis. But hopefully there'll be a legendary in this. It'll make it all worthwhile. Living Roots is good. Power Shot is maybe good. Druid of the Saber is good. We got 3 good cards. I'll handle it. I'll take it. All right, so Arena we go. We're definitely not paying $1.99. You crazy, son. We're paying 150 gold. 100 Druid or the Shaman. We haven't played Druid.
You were right to awaken.
I'm feeling the Druid.
You were right to awaken.
All right. Well, shit. That's bad. I mean, I guess Recycle's the best card here. Not exactly the best first pick, but we want to keep. Oasis Snapjaw are the Iron Fur Grizzly. I think the Iron Fur Grizzly is a little bit better than... What good 3-drops do Druid have? I think Druids have better 4-drops than they do 3-drops. Nourish at the Jungle Moonkin. This card is so bad. Definitely Nourish, I suppose. We don't have any weapons. I think Brewmaster, I guess, is the best. Still a 3-2 body. Worgen's pretty nice. Kraken for sure. I think Spectral Knight or the River Croc. Spectral Knight is a decent 5-drop. Raven Idol. But Stormwind Champion definitely out-conquers the Raven Idol. Definitely the Boulder Fist. Patron. Or the Mech Bearcat. We have 2 other 6-drops, which means if we pick the Mech Bearcat, we're kind of committing to a pretty late game deck. We pick Patron, it's bad. Alright, Mech Bearcat it is. Heckler, for sure. We need some earlier game cards. Oh, I guess we could go for the 3-drop here, or the Ancient Brewmaster. Do we have any good 4-drops? We have the Heckler, and that is our only 4-drop. Then we have these other 3-drops. Do we have any dragons? We have Mechs and a Beast. What dragons would go in here besides Azure Drake? Probably not that many. Do we have any value coming from the Brewmaster? Probably not, so I think the Technician is our best bet. Ooh, there's a dragon. Okay, I think... Wow, this sucks. Rifleman is almost looking like the best card, and that card blows. Claw is like... I guess it can make an early trade. I guess Claw. Oh, this is hard. Because our deck is looking pretty late game. So Wild Growth is obviously a good card. But Druid of the Claw, again, we only have 2 other 5-drops. And Druid of the Claw is just disgusting. And then Druid of the Saber is a great 2-drop as well. Like all of these cards we want in the deck. This is Wild Growth is horrible to draw later on. Druid of the Claw is always going to be good. Druid of the Saber is a really solid 2-drop. I think this Saber is actually the better card in this situation, just because we need 2-drops. But this is Druid. So I'm going to go with a solid 5-drop. There's a dragon. Alright, no more big drops. We need low drops. See you later, Jeff. Alright, so we're going to go with the Squire. Savage Roar, come on, man. You're killing me with these cards. Definitely go with the Wild Growth. We need some early game push. Tidecaller, we need early game. I guess the Shade is okay, I guess. It's a 4-drop. The Questing Adventure is decent, but you don't really play it that early. How many 4? We don't have any good 4-drops, so we need to pump up that. Definitely the Yeti. It's Farseer, which is great, and Chillwind Yeti, which is great, but I think the Chillwind Yeti outbeats the Farseer. Definitely going to take the Harvest Golem here. Healing Touch or Lowly, I think the Squire beats it out here just because we're looking for early game to hold up. Micro Machine, Unstable Ghoul, or Scarlet Crusade, because our early game is pretty weak. I mean, Scarlet Crusade is pretty good as well. All right, what do we got going on? We need 2-drops without a doubt. We need more 2-drops. I almost want to take the Bloodfoot Raptor over the Mechanical Yeti, but I'm not. Solid 3-drop. Definitely grab this 2-drop. Definitely going to take the 2-drop. I was hoping for another 2-drop. We can go with the Grove just to pull out the early game crystals. Or we could go with Bite, but we still have some. We do have solid 4-drops. We've got 2 Yetis, Chillwind, Ancient Shade, Heckler. For 3-drops, we've got Spider Tank, Worgen, Iron Fur Harvest, Blackwing. Definitely not Arcane Gun. It's between Bite and Grove. And we're about equal in 3 to 4s. But I think playing early game minions to get us into that late game is really important because of all of these huge cards. So I'm almost... Yeah, we're going to... But this does allow us to... I think Grove is our Wild Growth attachment. Okay. So... I guess we could play some. Normally I would take a break here. We're at 14 minutes in, but I didn't realize it was already 4 o'clock and I definitely need to study for my class coming up. But we'll play, let's play 2 games, I suppose I'll make time for. Yeah. So we only played 1 and then we lost, which was not good. I was expecting to get this sweet 7 wins. So like 2 wins and then building a deck would normally be an episode, but it's fine.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
All right.
Must protect the wild.
There we go. Increase that volume. All right. So we got the 1-drop. Do we see a problem with this? This contests, this kills, this coins. I'm fine with this. Drake is not really something we look for too much, but it is the dragon that we needed. We didn't get any swipes. We did not get any swipes. All right, so coin, Geomancer. We can draw into another 2-drop, play it, or we can go ahead and claw. Would claw do 3? Does this count as a spell? No, I don't think it does. So claw is really good here. Glad I picked claw. Boop. Yum, yum, yum. Swing for 2. And next turn we also have the initiative again, so we can go Grove, give each other, we can draw a card, or we can gain a mana crystal. So if we gain a mana crystal, the problem with this is we're gaining a mana crystal on our opponent's turn, which is not good. So like he'll have 5 next turn, and it puts him at, yeah, I really don't like that. Passive, that doesn't feel good either. I guess we can, each mana gets a mana crystal. Okay, do we swing into the here? That's the problem. That's the question we ask ourselves. If we don't, he's gonna ping. And then what? Yeah, we make this attack. Yeah, the problem with that is he now has 5 mana, but when it goes to our turn, we have 5 mana, which is better in the late game. But the problem with Grove is like it's kind of a weird card to play. I guess the drawing one's good later on in the game. She's a 2/4 body, which isn't too bad. So it all depends on the situation. Magi would have been his turn 4 play anyway, so him getting that mana crystal really didn't make a significant difference there. So we can actually definitely gonna kill off that mana worm without a doubt. And then from here, no, not you, Nourish. We can play the 6/4, or we can play the Mechanical Yeti, or we can play the Unstable Ghoul. He attacks into it, that goes to 2. This makes the trade, and the Spider tanks another card on the board. But the Yeti also is a good play as well. I think we're gonna... I think this is a little bit better right now, because, okay, he attacks the 4/4 into the 1/3. He takes 1 damage. The Explodes deals 1 damage to everybody. This is now a 4/2, and then our 2/2 can swing into it, and our 3, this is a 3, it's going to be a 3/3. But if we played the Yeti, he can go ahead and attack and then ping, and that basically just cleared my creature, killed his creature, and we're only left with a 2/3. In this situation, we're left with a 3/3, and we can actually use our passive next turn to go with the Yeti. And if he doesn't do anything, then we can play the Volcanic Drake quite easily next turn, because we're going to kill off our creatures anyway with the Unstable Ghoul, and basically whatever else he plays. So if he attacks into it, that's fine as well. This card needs to take damage so our Grove can swing into it. And if it didn't, then that's fine as well, because we can set up for the Volcanic Drake.
2 heroes enter. 1 hero.
Oh wow, that worked out pretty good. So it really doesn't matter what he pings, he can't really kill anything. And we can basically kill both these creatures, because this costs 2. That stinks. Depending on what we draw here, if we draw into another 2-drop, then that's good. Because... Sweet.
Trouble?
So this is going to swing into here. That's 4. This is going to swing into here. We're going to passive. Swing into that. We're going to Brewmaster first. And then we're going to Volcanic Drake. Because if we play the Volcanic Drake first, this forces a card to return to our hand. So that's why we play this guy first. Because we obviously don't want to return our 6/4 back to our hand. And the next turn we can go ahead and refill our hand back up with Nourish, or if we draw another creature, we can go ahead and Yeti and then play with 3-drop or 2-drop if we draw one. But that 2-drop Brewmaster was definitely really, really nice. Okay, the Brute hurts, but not too much. Okay, I almost like the Mechanical Yeti a little bit more just because it's more resilient to the Flame Strike. All right, so Yeti, passive, swing into this, Drake into that, swing for 3. And the next turn we can go ahead and Evil Heckler and then play another, again, 3-drop or 4-drop if we have it. If we would have played Heckler, he could just Flame Strike and clear board. In this situation, if he Flame Strike, this still lives with 1 HP, and we just play the Heckler next turn. But the problem is, if he has Flame Strike, he's going to hold on to it. So I'm guessing that's a Polymorph. That's pretty good. He's 4 mana left. What will he do? Probably develop a 4 mana. There we go. Solid card from him. All right. So what do we want to do? Probably play our creatures. Definitely going to passive. This is going to go into here. And then swing face, swing face. And the reason we attacked our sheep into the water elemental is because if he attacks his water elemental into the Heckler, it'll kill it. And if he didn't do that, then this would live with 1 HP, and then he could actually ping off the sheep. This will be frozen, so we couldn't attack with the next turn, and then we'll have to swing next turn our face into the water elemental, and that never feels good. Oh, the owl hurts, because now he's able to make some pretty decent trades. 3 HP is not bad though, because we'll be able to swing our Brewmaster into the Water Elemental, use our passive to kill the Iron Beak, and then probably go face with our 5-drop. Definitely going to draw 3 cards here. Hopefully we can draw into a 2-drop. Wild Growth, now is not the time. Alright, so definitely Defender. Going to passive, kill off the Iron Beak. Definitely kill off his 3/3 that freezes. And right now we can actually kill this off if we want. It forces him to ping, but I think this is a trade he's going to make next turn anyway. So I think we can just go face for this 5. Because he's definitely just going to attack this 2/4 into this 5/3 anyway, unless he has like Frostbolt or something. And then we should have killed the 2/4. Ogre Brute. Good 6-drop. Spell Stomper. So he's going to make the trade. Oh, wow. He's not going to make the trade. Why would you do that? Okay, so this says can't be targeted by hero spells or powers. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So what if we go face for 4? That's 10. Okay, so swing this into here.
Fight.
Swing that to kill it off. And then swing 5 face, right? We kill this, he attacks into there. Oh! That's pretty devastating. He's gonna have to live... Yeah. He's gonna have to... Because this, if he swings his 6/7 into our Kraken, it's gonna have 1, and he's not gonna be able to ping both of these. So I think that's fine. I actually could have swung face too. But then he would have been able to kill the Kraken. Oh god. That's good. Well, either way, both cards would have died. So if he plays a big creature here, we recycle it. Alright, not that big of a deal. We still have tons of big creatures left in our deck, that being one of them. So I think we're going to definitely... Do we want to Wild Growth first? Yes. Alright. Okay, so now we passive, swing face, get him to 15, then play the Crusher, he turns into a 9/9. And the reason we use Wild Growth first is because we couldn't play the Harvest Golem anyway. The only out was to play another 2-drop. So we Wild Growth just to see what we were drawing. Maybe it was something better than a 9/9, but I don't think so. A 9/9 is definitely the better card in any situation, most of the time, and especially in Arena. Alright, so Fencing Coach, he's going to go ahead and ping that for 1. So we're going to go ahead and Chill One Yeti and recycle the Water Elemental. Okay, so Chill One Yeti, recycle the Water Elemental, and we're going to go face for 9.
Job's done.
So we basically win next turn unless he draws a Pyroblast. And then he wins. Ah, we could have played around Pyroblast, but
Well played.
I didn't. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. What do you got? Ping yourself? Okay. What else could that be? I was going to say, what else could he ping himself and still win? Unstable Portal into something that costs 9 mana. I don't know. Anyway. All right, so that was our sweet first win. This is going to be 24 minutes long. I actually wish I had time to play another game, but unfortunately today I don't. So our spring break is over. Back to class as we go. And I'm going to have to end this here. So, as always, guys, always glad to have you here at the end. I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.